Okay, let's have example number 2. So for this example, again, in answering, let's visualize the given, okay, and even the unknowns. So solution. So to visualize, we have there, diba, a sub 1 is missing. To visualize the sequence, a sub 1 missing, a sub 2 wala din, a sub 3 given yung a sub 3. Okay? So a sub 3 in our problem is 7/6. A sub 4, hindi sinabi. A sub 5, hindi din. A sub 6, ganun din, hindi pa. A sub 7 is given, which is 5/2. And the missing term is 8 term. Now, for example, class, madami. No, ika-20. No need na isa-isahin nyo pa. Lagay mo na lang dyan, A sub 20. For example lang. Okay? But since hindi naman siya, pwede mo pang masulat, A sub 8, sa A sub 8. And then, yung sabi ko kanina, the first step is this one. Second step is to have your subsequence. And again, in subsequence, dapat klarado yung first term, klarado or given, specifically given yung first and last term. So, in this case, ang mako-consider lang natin is simula dito, pupunta dyan. Tama? Yan yung natin, subsequence na clear ang A sub 1, clear yung last term. So, let's write it para hindi tayo malito. So, 7/6, A sub 4, A sub 5, A sub 6, then 5/2. So, our goal here is find D. Okay, so to find D, let's use the formula. Formula natin is A sub n equals A sub 1 plus n minus 1 times D. And based on our subsequence, again, sa subsequence tayo magbabase, our A sub 1 is 7/6. Our A sub n, diba ito yung last term natin, 5/2. Or, sige, para clear. Okay, sige, ganun na lang. Para hindi tuloy kayo malito. Papalitan ko pa. So, again, A sub 1 natin is 7/6. A sub n natin, last term, is 5/2. And our n, dito sa subsequence natin ay 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we solve for D. We do not know D. Diba? Hindi tayo makapag-present minus past dito. Anyway, let's simplify. 5/2 equals 7/6 plus 5 minus 1 is 4 times D, 4D. And we transpose 7/6 sa left side. 5/2 minus 7/6 equals 4D na lang. And again, what is 5/2 minus 7/6? So that is 4/3 equals 4D. And divided by 4. Diba? Makakancel na lang. So, our D is 1/3. Okay? So, 1/3. Now, di ba sabi natin, maghanap tayo ng subsequence kanina. Since we find D na, hanap tayong subsequence na may first term, tapos ang last term ay si A sub 8. So, para mas madali, O, you consider ito. Ito na lang. Sige, we follow the process kanina para mas generalize. Let's use green. Okay? So, another subsequence natin, that is 5 halves, tsaka e sub 8. Klarado yung first term, at yung last term natin ay yung hinahanap natin. Okay? That will still work. So, we use the e sub n equals a sub 1 plus n minus 1 times d, gaya kanina. So, ano yung last term natin dito sa subsequence natin? Diba si a sub 8? A sub 1 natin dito sa subsequence natin si 5 halves. And then, our n, ilan yung n natin dito? Diba dalawa? Isa, dalawa. So, 2 minus 1. And our d is 1/3. Our d is 1/3. So, simplify natin yan. So, a sub 8 natin is just 5 halves plus 2 minus 1 is 1 times 1/3, 1/3. So, let's add. A sub 8 natin is 5 halves plus 1/3. So, that is 17 over 6. Okay? A sub 8 equals 17 over 6. So, that is your final answer. A sub 8. Again, yung fraction natin, ganito yung tamang pagsusulat. Ganyan lang yung pagsulat ko kasi hindi nakasya or even in the problem kasi walang insert equation. So, that ends example number 2.